Hey everybody, how you doing? Mr. H here with you. It's Friday. Been missing the last couple weeks because I've been kind of busy. Yeah, I was doing that. Tuesday, a novel of the Third World War. It's available on Kindle, $2.99. It's a good meaty book, 600 pages long. If you want the paperback, $2.99. Either way, Mr. H gets a buck, and if I sell a few more of these, I might be able to get a cheeseburger at Culver someplace. How you guys doing, man? Hope you had a great 4th of July. As you can tell, I was kind of busy. So, history once again in the making. We were kind of hoping this Iranian thing was going to be over. We thought we had a deal. They had inspectors. The strait was open. Nope, Strait of Hormuz is not open. The Iranians launched an attack on three cargo ships, one of which was in Omani territorial waters. They're trying to claim the entire Strait of Hormuz as their own and turn it into a toll booth. Can't do that. International waters, not allowed to do that kind of thing. So we're back at it again. Right, we've got the F-18s taking off. We got the bombers out there. They attacked 3 ships, 80 targets. They had a bunch of drones hitting stuff in Bahrain and Kuwait, and I think one of them went into Saudi Arabia. So it looks like whatever ceasefire they thought they had, whatever deal they thought they had, it's off, and we're back on it again. Now, I know, that's just the Middle East, man. I mean, like I've said before, you make an agreement with somebody in the Middle East that never holds, man, and just wait for Israel and Hezbollah to start blasting away at each other any moment now. That's just the way it is. It's the Middle East, man. A lot of people criticize this thing as a war of choice. Washington says Iran was close to a nuclear weapon and they had to take care of it. Some other people said they were going to take over the Strait of Hormuz anyway. Imagine a nuclear armed Iran taking over the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, the whole thing just. You ever go to a bakery and you see all the donuts? There's no such thing as a wrong answer. Well, when it comes to the Middle East, there's no such thing as a right answer. So it looks like this war was kind of inevitable. It was going to happen at some point, and we're at it. Remember what I said about the Israelis and Gaza war a couple years ago? They fought before, they're fighting now, they're going to fight again. Yep, this is again. Here we go again. Now, the big controversy here, of course, is the Strait of Hormuz right here. Follow this. It's only 20 miles across. Most of the time, people would take a northern and southern route coming in at international waters. This belongs to Iran. Make you do the hokey pokey if they want. If the ship goes into territorial waters, this international, everybody can use it. This is Omani waters. Oman doesn't care if you cruise through, it's there, so they just wave you through. So what people have been doing, instead of using this middle channel, they've been using this southern route. Now, of course, there's U.S. ships out here. They attacked an Omani boat right out here on Omani waters. That makes Iran in the wrong. Now, how do you end this thing? Yeah, well, if there's a revolution in Tehran, that would certainly help. No guarantee, but at least if somebody knew. Some of the local hotheads have been screaming about invade Iran. Yeah, take a look at this. Look at this. These are mountains. So if you land, say here, whoops, let's go back. If you land there, you got to fight your way through all the mountains. And those mountains are very high, and we're talking Second World War style mobilization. So welcome to the Middle East. It never ends. So offsides on Mr. H, I jumped over to one of the strangest prehistoric animals I've ever seen. Not even sure I'm saying this right. Thylacoleo, was it Thylacoleo? Thylacoleo, there we are. It's what they call the marsupial lion. It's a cross between a lion and pick any marsupial you want. Australia has the strangest animals. They've had the strange animals, and they will continue to have strange animals. This thing is about the size of a dog, could weigh about 200 pounds, very powerfully built. But as you can guess, not really built for speed, is it? What did this thing eat? Well, it went after baby kangaroos. Oh, gosh, not the baby kangaroos. Might go after the larger kangaroos. But kangaroos, their ancestors, were not very fast animals. So if this thing, which doesn't look very fast, is chasing something that isn't very fast, Could you imagine what kind of pursuit this is? Yeah, it's a very slow speed pursuit. This is not a very well thought out design for what is supposed to be an apex predator. But it was around from 1.6 million years ago to about 46,000 years ago, so had a little bit of longevity. Why did it die out in 46,000 BC? Same time humans showed up. What a surprise. Pattern you see all over the place. So here you're looking at it head on. Can't really tell what this thing is. Could it be a lion, some kind of marsupial? I don't know what this thing, but I'm looking at those talons, right? Those raptor-looking talons. So obviously this thing would grab whatever it's after and then bite down on it. Probably an ambush predator. Like I said, it looks very strong, but it's not very fast. If this thing might be able to run 10, 15 miles an hour. So not that hard to stay away. Problem is, it waits in a place, very patient, and then attacks. And odd looking as it is, those jaws look pretty strong. Now look at these teeth. Like scissors. You know, they come down on somebody, it's going to just cut limbs off. If somebody gets his head in there, it's going to get beheaded. So although it is strange looking, not that big, not that fast, it was around for about 1,000,000 years. So, give us some props. It hung around a while. Apex predator? I don't know about that. Maybe something like a hyena, that kind of rule. Now, I know football season still got some time before we get there. Training camp's already started. My Steelers back east over there, their training camp's up and going. Everyone's excited. Got the new coach there, Mike McCarthy, and he says things are going to be different. Well, of course he's going to say that. It's the new coach. One thing everyone's talking about is there's no benches on the field. Now, I looked at this picture and I don't see any benches. That means everybody has to stand up. When Tomlin was there are people kind of lounging around, not paying attention. Everybody's standing, everybody's watching what's happening. Excuse me. So, I don't know, it's a minor sort of thing, but, got to start somewhere. Excuse me again. Ugh. All right. So, there's another football news, too. Hey, NDSU Bison, man, they finally joined the FCS. That's right, they're in the big leagues now. One day we'll go after Alabama. Too bad Saban retired. But there we are. We're playing with the big guys over there in the Mountain West. We eligible for the conference title. Went to the NCAA. They waived that whole 2-year probationary period when you move up. So we are eligible for the college football championship. So maybe we play one here in my beloved Fargo Dome. Maybe one day the Fargo Dome will be the site of a ceremony celebrating a national football championship here in Fargo. They've done it Division III, FCS, all this thing. Time to meet up to the big guys. So until that day happens, we'll be watching, we will be cheering, and you'll be buying Tuesday, a novel of the Third World War, available on Kindle for your friend Mr. H. You guys have a great day, and I will see you later. Das Vidania.